Peter Tercyak, 26th District, New Britain, talking about a bit of what's left and what's going on these last couple days of the session. For a beginner, I hear that the Millstone bill may be back alive again. Millstone's asking for special rates, so that would be pushing renewables out of the marketplace at a time that we're trying to be supporting renewables. Every article about it says it's a bad deal. For a couple of days we were reading that it was dead, but we're in the times when things come back to life. We'll see about it. I've gotten one person who's in favor of it, and many people, spurred in part by organizations like AARP, who are against to it and say it's just going to cost Connecticut consumers more. One should ask why, when Millstone sells to ISO New England, only Connecticut should be bailing it out if it needs help. Why shouldn't all the ISO New England members be doing that? Another thing going on are taxes, which is very interesting because it's already been decided we're not going to pass a tax package before the session adjourns tomorrow night at midnight. And yet, issues are coming up, being discussed, sometimes being voted on, sometimes being set aside. Many people believe that this is a way to introduce topics that we'll be seeing again when it comes to the special session on the budget. We just finished a debate on tolls. It went on for a while, and then we ended with no vote. The bill was passed temporarily. We're going to be voting on casinos later. As of right now, it's not going to have as many casinos as was once promised, where every city that wanted one practically could have one. But they are talking about letting slots into pari-mutuel places where people go to bet on horses and things now. Marijuana there's been some talk of marijuana, and it's not going to get passed before midnight. But again, like an increase in the sales tax, like starting a sugar tax, and like tolls, all these things could come back as one package in the budget package. And frankly, we remind ourselves we're cutting things horribly now. If we say no to any sources of income, it means even more painful cuts. And that's what we hear the most of. Avoid that. What people come up and say after church is, I'm willing to pay a little bit more if it means that we can do something about the waiting list for the developmentally disabled. I'm willing to pay a little bit more if it means that we don't have to whack the hospitals like the governor proposed. Again and again, people link the idea of we pay taxes to real human services. It doesn't just get collected and disappeared. These are people's lives. All of us, and especially for the ones who need our help the most. So that's just a quick thing on what's going on at the Capitol and some of the things I think are most important that we're debating now. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Talk to you later.